And welcome back into the final blitz of the buzzer. We're at what's already appearing to be a crowd and fan favorite. That's tough or that's enough, where we discuss a few trending quotes in sports. Alex, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. First up, we have Desmond Watson. Played his college football at Florida, was viral for the big boy running the ball, 400-plus pounds. He actually landed a contract with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Obviously, they told him that he was going to have to basically get in shape to play football, even after he lost 35 pounds, was down to, I think it's 428. And I don't like this, and I think that's enough, and I'll get your thoughts on it. But just to go through a few huge players, Nate Newton played 13 seasons in the NFL, primarily with the Cowboys, weighing over 400 pounds the entirety of his career and lasted 13 years. Aaron Gibson was a first-round draft pick by the Detroit Lions, listed at 410 pounds, and he went in the first round. And then the most obvious one, a little bit lighter at 382, but the Fridge, William Perry, absolutely legendary player to tote the football and do some blocking. Alex, he can play. Give him a chance or no? Is that tough or is that enough?
I'm going to say that's enough, but I'm going to take this angle on it. I think he should be practicing. Now, should he be playing? That's up to the head coach. But the fact you won't even let him practice after he's put in work to lose that weight, I don't understand. But to kind of hit on your point there about some players that played at that big of a weight, is back in those times, offenses were completely different. They were run first. They were trying to get into the A gap and just run it down your throat. Nowadays, these defensive tackles are having to run around the football field trying to keep up with Lamar Jackson and Christian McCaffrey and Tyreek Hill when he's getting the jet touch passes. Desmond Watson isn't going to be able to do that at the way he's sitting at right now. But he's got to be able to practice. If you're going to reward the guy for losing all this weight, putting in that work, it's worth letting him at least practice.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. So me and Alex on the same page with that one. Number 2, we move on. Anthony Richardson, the quarterback for the Colts, the product of the Florida Gators. And honestly, this guy, I like what Florida has now, but this guy really not making Florida or the Colts look good. Comes out a few weeks ago, Alex, and says it is easier to play in the NFL than it is to college. Then goes and loses the quarterback starting position to Daniel Jones. Not a very good quarterback, for lack of better phrases. The career arc, to go through it real quick, he had 13 career college starts, only threw 55%. He was the 4th overall pick, way too high. Then he had 4 starts in his rookie year, was the week 1 starter in 2024, took himself out of the game.
Remember that.
Got benched, was renamed the starter, 48% passer in year 2 last year. And again, the quote that it's easier than losing the job to Daniel Jones. Is Anthony Richardson tough? Is there anything that says he's a worthy player to hold on to, or is that enough? Have you just heard enough from Anthony Richardson? He just should count his blessings in what little he's done in football.
That's enough for him with the Colts. It's time to move on. If you're making Daniel Jones your starting quarterback over a 23-year-old Anthony Richardson, I think you've given up on that player, Anthony Richardson. To say that college football is harder than the NFL, what are we doing? What are we doing, Anthony Richardson? It's been proven that both are very difficult, but the NFL is even more difficult due to the sheer talent in that league. It's way better than college football. It's more centralized. The best players play in the NFL. If you look at the percentages, I don't have them sitting in front of me right now, but I'm sure it's like 5% of college football players end up playing in the NFL, and those 5% are the most talented players. Anthony Richardson has had his chance. It's just a situation where the Colts drafted on the NFL draft combine and intangibles, rather than looking at the breadth of work of Anthony Richardson and saying, wow, this guy only has 13 career starts in college. He didn't play that great. Maybe we don't draft him 4th overall. They looked at the Lamar Jackson comps and got caught up in that and the speed, and were like, you know what, this guy, he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts for us. He is not even close. He takes himself out of football games. He's losing quarterback battles to Daniel Jones. It's time for him to get a change of scenery, He has the talent to do it. I just question, does he have the willpower to be a starting NFL quarterback?
Yeah, the mentality's not there for sure. Our last, that's tough or that's enough point, Dan Orlovsky, an analyst now, came out and said that he thinks that the expansion to 16 teams, which is what college football is trying to do, is absurd. Alex, is that tough or is that enough?
I'm going to go 3 for 3 today. That's tough. I agree with it. Dan Orlovsky saying it's absurd to want to expand the college football playoff to the 24 or 28 teams. 10. I think the perfect number for me is 10. You have the 5 conference winners and 5 at-large bids. I think the most you want to go to is 16.
Yeah, I was going to say 16 has to be the line. I think 16 for me is kind of reminiscent to a Sweet 16 in March Madness. You give some non-Power 5 schools an opportunity, so you don't have the UCF situation. Oh, it's not fair.
Claim the national championship.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have any of that. Cincinnati, oh, man, I heard that one for the longest. Then they got put in the playoff, and look what happened. So I think that this is good, and I'm going to agree with you. We're all on the same page today with that's tough or that's enough. I think that is tough. I like Dan Orlovsky as an analyst, and I think he's right.